Hey, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to find the perfect SBA lender for your unique business and unique situation. I'm going to show you how to use our SBA Loan Analyzer Tool to be able to narrow in on the perfect lender for you. Now, the SBA has released over 30 years of SBA loan data. They made this publicly available, and we took this data. It came in 4 big Excel spreadsheets with millions of rows of data, and we narrowed this down to the last 5.5 years, cleaned up the data a bit to be able to really look at more recent trends and recent data. Now, what this allows us to do then is be able to say, if I want to know who's a top SBA lender in the state of Florida for restaurant businesses, we can now filter and sort the data and find that information. And what we'll find is that the SBA lender that is maybe the largest loan volume for a particular state or area, once you narrow down by industry, they may not be the best fit for you. So I'm going to show you how you can use this tool to really find the best fit lender for you. So here's the tool. We're going to put a link to this in the description of the video below so you'll be able to access this. Also, what you're going to notice here is that to start with, we have no filter. So this is just all the SBA loan data over the last 5.5 years. And we'll see that Huntington National Bank is by far the top SBA lender nationwide with 19,720 SBA loans approved during that time frame, which is over double the amount of loans that the next closest SBA lender had during that time. And so what we're going to be able to do, though, is find that just because they're the top SBA lender overall, that may not be the case for your particular industry. And I think the car wash industry is a pretty compelling example here. So if we come to industry, we type in car wash and we select only. So we want to look at car washes only. Now what we're going to see is that Huntington is actually third on the list. We'll see that Celtic Bank Corporation is actually by far the top SBA lender for car washes over the last 5 years. So I think that's a really good example. We can also see that certain SBA lenders, if we take a step back on the industry side, so we can also see that business age can make a difference here as well. So if we look at business age, there's a couple of different things that are useful here. We can look at change of ownership. And so that means that the SBA loan was used to change the ownership of the business, meaning it was a business acquisition loan. So the loan was used to buy a business. Now, if we look at change of ownership here, what we'll see is that Huntington is no longer first. Live Oak Banking Company is the clear leader for business acquisition loans. So if you're looking to acquire a business, that's really helpful information that Live Oak Banking Company seems to be the leader in this area. Now, let's say we wanted to look at startups specifically. So let's look at startups and see how things change. Okay, so Huntington, again, they do top the list on startups, but also United Midwest Savings Bank, a pretty strong second here for startups. Now, the other way you're going to want to sort and filter the data is by location. So if you want to look at, maybe the state of Texas as an example, you say, okay, let's look at Texas. Okay, so in Texas, United Midwest Savings Bank is actually first versus Huntington. So, as we sort and filter different ways, we're going to find different banks tend to be the experts. Now, let's take a look at another common unique industry here. So there's a lot of restaurants. Let's look at restaurants here. So let's look at full service restaurants, and we can see full service restaurants in the state of Texas that are for startup loans. Huntington Bank, top of the list again. So this gives you a good example of how you're going to be able to slice and dice this data to find the exact right lender for you. If you have any questions about how the tool works, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at support@ProjectionHub.com. Thanks.